So you got Demetrius Harris, he's going to be questionable. Chris Hubbard's going to be questionable. Robert Jackson will be out. Eric Murray will be doubtful. Treader will be questionable. Olivier Vernon will be questionable. Everyone else is expected to play.
All right, guys, good week of preparation. I think our guys are focused, good enthusiasm, good energy. I think we're ready to play. So, any questions?
Freddie, I know we talked about David Njoku early in the week. Do you plan to activate him for this game?
We'll see how it goes Saturday and Sunday, yeah.
What's the determining factor there?
Just discussions, you know.
Is he healthy? I mean, he
he's
has told
healthy.
us 2 weeks that he feels like
he's healthy and ready to go. You know, yeah, he's healthy.
How did Treader and Hubbard look today?
You know, they moved around, did a few more things. I think, you know, it'll be close. We'll see how they are Sunday.
Just how solid has been J.C. Treader going back to last year, never missing a snap, just kind of like your Iron Man guy.
Yeah, JC's a tough guy, mentally, physically, and he did a good job last year. I think probably half the year he played with that high ankle sprain. You know, I know that if there's any way possible for him to play, he'll play. But there's a lot of things that factor into that.
When you have him and Joel, who kind of both take pride in that, never missing a snap, playing next to each other, what does that kind of do for the rest of that line, and what kind of message does that send?
Well, I think, you know, most of them, the mindset of an offensive lineman should be that I'm not going to miss a snap if I can. So I think that carries over, but if you have something as an example to see it, of course it's beneficial.
For whatever reason, they couldn't play. Who are the backups at center and right tackle?
Yeah, we got a plan. We just we got 2 or 3 guys that can snap the ball, so yeah, we're fine there.
We have an explanation on why not just Austin Siebert, but kickers have a hard time at that the dog pound end of the stadium.
Just bad hits on the ball. You know, I think it's a game to simply answer your question. I think it's a game-to-game basis from the standpoint of how the wind's moving, how the wind's blowing. It's all things we try to evaluate before the game starts.
You send your kickers down there, don't you, during the week?
We do. They kick on both ends down there. Yep.
Baker did not have a wrap on his hand today, so it seems like, you know, from Wednesday on, he continually progressed and got better. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's accurate. He probably didn't need the wrap on the first part of the week. It was just preventive more than anything.
Do you think he'll be affected at all by the hand Sunday, or do you think he's his normal self?
Baker? No, I think Baker's fine.
No. Do you know if he will do a glove or anything on game day?
No, I don't think so. I think that glove is more to keep the wrap on than anything, you know.
So now you don't have the wrap, you don't obviously need the glove.
Yeah, I don't think so.
When you look at that Cincinnati team, they're 1-11, but should they be better? I mean, do you think they have more talent than that?
You know what, Jeff? I only worry about them this week and preparing for them this week. I don't, you know, I don't want to like.
So, let me reword that. Then, so when you prepare for them, what do you look at that, hey, this is what we really have to stop?
I think we have to do a good job in our protections. They get after the quarterbacks. Their linebackers are active. Their secondary can play. 22's made a lot of plays on the ball up to this point on offense. Andy Dalton's won a lot of games, a lot of big games, played a lot of football in the NFL. Joe Mixon's an elite back, dynamic from the standpoint of he can run the ball between the tackles outside and catch the ball out of the backfield. And they've got 2 wide receivers that are very, very good. One that they target a lot, one that's got great speed and can make plays in open space. So when you start talking about all that, and they've got a good tight end. So they've got the ability to make plays on offense, and they've got the ability to put pressure on the quarterback and stop the run on defense. So And special teams is one of the best coverage units in the National Football League. And with their return guy, he does a very good job of returning balls and being physical at the point of attack. So when you start talking about Cincinnati, they've got a lot to come in here and be confident in.
Switch back to Andy last week. Obviously, they won the game, but just did that change as you were studying them and what they do offensively? Did that fundamentally change their offense, or they just were they running the same thing just with the different?
They did some of the same things, but I think they are more likely to take a few more risks with Andy, just simply because he's more experienced and knows how to protect the football a little better. But he made some plays in that game, and he's made them for a long time. So, Andy Dalton's a very good player.
As you guys move through the week and you put that game behind you, I'm sure within 24 hours, what do you feel like the vibe, the energy has been from your football team, where you stand today heading into this game?
I think this week was just like all the other weeks. We kind of build starting on Wednesday with knowledge and continue it on Thursday, and kind of by the end of the week you've got the knowledge part of it down, and it's focusing on the mental aspects from Friday to Sunday and make sure you don't lose any sharpness of that. And I thought our energy was good all week in the meeting rooms and on the practice field.
Multiple guys this week have used the word playoff, including Odell yesterday, talking about getting to the playoff. And even though the chances are not high, is that something you guys still talk about in that room, or is it just let's take it one game at a time and not worry about that?
Yeah, we strictly talk about 1-0 this week. We just want to go 1-0 this week. I know that if we don't do our job this week, none of that conversation exists. So we try to let they may say what you want to hear, but at the end of the day, we're talking about being 1-0 this week and letting all that stuff take care of itself.
This is like a test of the team's character to, when the playoff chances aren't anything more than, whatever you want to look at analytically, 5% or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it for guys to keep fighting? Is that a test of the character of the team?
Collectively and individually, it certainly is. We don't care about the percentages. We just want to be 100% this week on how we prepare.
So what's your sense of what you have in the locker room in terms of that test of character?
I think our character will be demonstrated on Sunday on how we go out and play. I know we've prepared well during the course of the week, so now we've got to take it to Sunday. I've got confidence that these guys will do that.
The nature of the loss Sunday, just the magnitude of it and everything that went into that, is it more difficult for the guys to rebound and to come out with that focus that you're always looking for?
I think Wednesday I got the same thing I've gotten with these guys continually. We put that behind us. We always try to move forward to the next week, and I think these guys have done an excellent job of that. That's the only thing we're concerned about. We're not worried about anything in the past or the future, just this Sunday.
You had some adversity on your offensive line this week, obviously, and coming off a game in which you guys gave up 5 sacks. Gut check time sort of for your offensive line to come out in this game and try to dig down deep?
I think every game is a game in itself from the standpoint of they have to prepare, they have to play. Not everything is on them, and the blame can go around when you start talking about protecting the passer, coaches included. So it's, I think those guys do face adversity, but they face adversity every week. And we've got guys behind our starters that we feel confident in, and we expect them to go in and play well, not just be there and take up a spot. We expect them to play well.
Freddie, you're 3/4 through the year, your first season as the head coach. What do you think is maybe the most surprising aspect of it now that you're more than halfway through it, or something that has been more challenging than you would have thought originally, kind of looking at this job from the other side of it?
Probably, I don't know. I'll reserve the right to answer that until later. Yeah, ask me again. You're never off. You're always on, and that would be it probably.
And that's different from when you're like an assistant or?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's always something to deal with. It can be on the field, off the field. It could be anything. There's always something to deal with. And I always heard that but didn't understand the magnitude until now or during the course of the year and not just during the season, in the off season as well. It's just in general, you're always dealing with something.
Is there a mental sharpness you always have to constantly hone, or a mental fatigue that you have to battle for that reason?
You know, I'm sure there is. I don't think I've hit it yet. Some probably would disagree with you, but you know, I feel like I think you just come to work every day and try to do the best you can. And I think I've done that.
Demarius Randall checked the boxes with his preparation that he needed to return to the lineup Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, he's you know, he was Demarius this week. He came to work every day, and what I fully expected him to do, and he expected that out of himself. He did a good job.